Good day, all. Celiwe Makamati here with you. Hope you're all well. So, today I will be sharing the importance of understanding data profiling to improve data quality, right? So, in Power Query, we have a powerful tool at our disposal called column profile. So, column profile, it's under view option. So, I know most of us are familiar with the transform tab where we transform our data. You've got your add column tab and you've got that view tab. So view tab has a couple of options. So we normally don't tick those options, but I would like to encourage you to start spending some more time in understanding your data just to improve the quality of your data. So if you select these options, column profile, you can see that I've selected and something popped out at the bottom there. So we've got column statistics. So these are statistics for each column that you have in your data set, right? And then the distribution of that column. You can also tick the column distribution as well as the column quality. So column quality it has those extra statistical options that shows if your records in that column are valid or have errors or are empty. So you can actually see most of my columns are 100% valid, but you can see that income column has 1% of entries that are empty. So you can kind of get an idea that you need to then relook at those empty entries if your requirement for that column supposed to have all entries populated. So this kind of give you that view. Then you can do something about it before you can start with your analytics and insights, right? Okay, so what do we have here under column profiling? So we've got those column statistics that I will be sharing with you. So let's maybe start to look at why is this column profile important. So there's a couple of things. It provides us with data quality assessment. It tells us about the quality of our data. It highlights the number of valid values, errors, and empty cells in each column, as I've just said now. And by identifying these errors and missing data, we can take proactive steps to clean and refine our data set, ensuring its re- reliability for analysis, right? Okay, and then number two, what is this column profile? Why is this column profile important? So, number two, it provides us with numeric insights. You can see that we've got some statistical um, view here that we can really use to better understand our data. So for numeric columns, right? Column profile provides essential statistics like average, standard deviation, maximum, and minimum values. These metrics help us understand the distribution of our data, enabling us to spot the outliers that may require further investigation. Right? So I'll explain each of these things as well so that we all understand. Okay, let's also look at why is this column profiling important. So number three, um, it provides us with the uniqueness analysis. Really, column profile assists in uncovering unique and distinct values within a column. So you can actually see we've got those statistics there. So if you click each column, it will give you how many records are distinct and unique, right? It also saves us time. I mean, by using column profile, we streamline the data exploration process instead of manually examining each column. We get a comprehensive overview at glance, saving us time and effort during the initial stage of data preparation, right? It also helps us to identify patterns in the data. So again, for numeric columns, column profile goes a step further by categorizing values as even or odd numbers. So you can actually see we've got some options there, even how many entries in that column are even and how many entries in that column are odd values. Right. So maybe let me explain each of these things. Um, so maybe let's start with an average, really. Um, so really an average it's calculated by summing all the values in that column and dividing by the number of non-empty values. So it excludes all the empty values. Right? So this statistics gives you an idea of central tendency of the data. And then we've got our standard deviation there. It indicates how much the values deviate from the mean. A higher standard deviation suggests a greater variability in the data, while a lower standard deviation indicates that the values are closer to the mean, right? And then we've got max and min there. So max, it is the maximum value in the highest numeric value in that column. It represents the upper limit of the data, and then the minimum, it is the lowest numeric value in that column. It represents the lower limit of that data. So, for example, with this example, so maybe if we go the income, you can see the lowest value in that column it's 2447, and the max it's that number, right? Um, and then we've got your even and your odd. So the even I did explain, and the odd how many entries, even entries are present in that column and how many odd values are present in that column. Um, Really, it is useful to understand when you want to identify and analyze numbers, odd numbers within your data set. Then you can then see how many of these numbers are odd and how many of them are even. Okay, I want to also explain the difference between the distinct and the unique. I guess most of us, just for me, I thought these were the same thing. But in this instance, really, they are different. So when you look at the distinct count represent the number of individual non-repeating values in the column. It counts each unique value only once, regardless of how many times it appears in that column. So, for example, let's go maybe education. So you can see that we've got that distinct 5, unique is 0. So you can actually see they are actually 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 distinct entries in that column. However, the unique count, on the other hand, represent the total number of unique combinations of values across multiple columns. It is used when we are working with the multiple columns and want to identify unique combinations of values across those columns. So you can see that for this particular column, we don't have a unique entries because it looks at other columns across all columns that we've got and see if we've got some pairing combinations, right? Okay, so yeah, there you have it, ladies and gents. Please have a look at it. I think it will really help you to understand your data better and to just avoid those data quality issues. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day further. Bye bye.